Even in the darkest hour of the night, there's a light that still remains burning bright. I've been through the storms, I've been through the rain, carried more weight than a man should sustain. But there's something in me that won't go out, a little flame that silences the doubt, a light that still remains, flickering but strong. Light that still remains, carries me along. Light that still remains, even when it's dim, I'll follow it home. I'll follow it in. Lost some people, lost some years to grief, buried a lot of dreams beneath disbelief. But every single morning the sun comes back, reminding this heart that it's still on track. I don't need it blazing, just enough to see. One step at a time is enough for me. This little light's carried me this far. Guess that's all a broken man needs, a star. Light that still remains, flickering but strong. Light that still remains, carries me along. Light that still remains, even when it's dim, I'll follow it home. I'll follow it in. So if you're walking through your own dark night, just look a little closer, you'll find your light. It don't have to roar, it just has to glow, enough to help a tired heart keep going. I'll carry this flame till my very last day, pass it on to the ones who lose their way. 'Cause the light that still remains never truly dies, it just waits quiet for the next soul to rise. The light's still burning. This one closes out the album. Follow the channel. And thank you for walking through these songs with me. Lord, this road don't end, it just keeps on going. Nothing but my headlights in the dark unfolding. the sun came up. Nothing in my hands but an empty cup. The white line's calling me from home, just me, this road, and the wind alone. Empty road at night, nowhere left to hide. Just the hum of the engine and the ache inside. Empty road at night, carrying my load. Lord knows where I'm going down this empty road. Past the diner with the lights turned low. Thought about stopping, but I let it go. Every mile I drive, I leave something behind, pieces of a life I left in my mind. The moon's my only witness up above, watching me run from a love I couldn't keep. Radio's playing some old sad song, feels like it's been written just for me all along. Empty road at night, nowhere left to hide. Just the hum of the engine and the ache inside. Empty road at night, carrying my load. Lord knows where I'm going down this empty road. Ain't found peace yet, but I'm chasing it still. This old road's the closest thing to a friend. Guess some roads got no beginning or end. Maybe one day I'll find a place to stop, set this heavy heart down and watch it drop. Till then I'll keep driving, let the engine sing. This empty road's the only truth I bring. Yeah, this road goes on. If this song found you tonight, follow the channel and ride along with me next time. Found it in a drawer, yellow and old. Daddy's last letter, words never told. It slow, I can see his hand shake. Said, son, forgive me for the mistakes I made. Ink half faded, but the truth stayed strong. Some things get clearer the longer they're gone. Daddy's last letter, folded up with care, carrying a love he could never quite share. Daddy's last letter, I read it again, wishing I could tell him I forgive him. He said, I loved you louder than I could say, working them long hours just to keep us fed. Never had the words, just calloused hands. Now I understand the man he was. 20 years gone by since he passed away. Just found this letter today. Guess some things wait for the right time to land, right when your heart's finally ready to stand. Daddy's last letter, folded up with care, carrying a love he could never quite share. Daddy's last letter, I read it again, wishing I could tell him I forgive him. I keep this letter close to my chest, read it on the nights I need it the best. His voice in these words, rough and worn, a lighthouse for a heart that's still torn. So Daddy, wherever your soul may be, thank you for finally setting it free. I carry your name and I carry your pain, and I'll love you louder till we meet again. Rest easy, Daddy. If this one touched you, follow the channel and let's carry these stories together. Reached in my pocket, found the bottom is near. Last few coins, and the rent still due here. Counted them twice just to be sure. Ain't enough for the grocery store, but I got my pride and I got my name. Guess that's worth something, even in the rain. Last coins in my pocket, jingling like a bell, ringing out a story only hard times can tell. Last coins in my pocket, but my heart ain't broke. I'll find a way through this. That's a promise I spoke. Called an old friend, he don't answer the phone. Guess when you're broke, you're mostly alone. But the sun still rises, same as before. I pick myself up and walk out that door. Selling my watch just to buy some bread. Pride's a heavy thing to carry instead. But I was raised to never beg or bend. I work these hands till the hard times end. Oh, last coins in my pocket, jingling like a bell, ringing out a story only hard times can tell. Last coins in my pocket, but my heart ain't broke. I'll find a way through this. That's a promise I spoke. Tomorrow's a mystery, but I'll face it clean. Ain't the first storm this old soul has seen. I'll trade these coins for a little more time. Time enough to make something out of this rhyme. One day I'll look back on these leaner years, smile at the struggle through a few honest tears. For now I'll hold tight to the little I've got and keep on believing there's more coming. A lot. Last coin still ringing. If you know this feeling, follow the channel. We'll get through it together. You said forever, standing at that door. Broken promise, don't live here no more. I believed every word that left your lips. Built my whole world on your fingertips. Now the walls are empty, echo of your name. Nothing left here but the ghost of the flame. Broken promise, laying on the floor. Broken promise, I don't trust words no more. Broken promise, a lesson learned too late. Guess some things ain't written by fate. You said I'll stay, then you slipped away. Left me holding the words you couldn't obey. Nights get long when the truth finally shows that the love you gave was just for show. I ain't asking for the promise back, just wanted honesty, that's all I lack. But I'll take this pain and turn it to song. Sing it loud so the hurt don't feel so long. Broken promise laying on the floor. Broken promise, I don't trust words no more. Broken promise, a lesson learned too late. Guess some things ain't written by fate. I'm picking up pieces of a heart you dropped. Putting it back together ain't gonna stop. Every scar you left is teaching me still how to love again with a stronger will. So here's to the promise that you couldn't keep. Here's to the nights I lost all my sleep. I'm walking on now, leaving you behind, building a truth that's finally mine. No more broken promises. If this one speaks to you, follow the channel. We're healing one song at a time. Down in the basement, where the memories stay, boxes and shadows from a long gone day. Found my mama's dress in an old wooden chest. Grandpa's old radio still sounding its best. Cobwebs on the corners, dust on the floor. This basement's a museum of what came before. Basement of the old house, holding all we were. Basement of the old house, every memory a blur. Basement of the old house, buried deep and low. Some things you keep even when you let go. There's a crib I slept in when I was small. Photographs fading along the wall. A whole life stored in cardboard and tape, waiting down here like like it's afraid of escape. I sat on the steps and I let myself cry for all them years that just wandered by. This house has seen laughter and it's seen us grieve. Every corner's got a story to leave. Basement of the old house, holding all we were. Basement of the old house, every memory a blur. Basement of the old house, buried deep and low. Some things you keep even when you let go. I'll take a few boxes, leave the rest behind. Some things are better left to unwind. This house is closing, but the love don't fade. It's living in the bricks that my family made. So goodbye, old basement. Goodbye to the dust. Thank you for holding every ounce of our trust. I carry these memories wherever I roam, 'cause this basement taught me the meaning of home. Goodbye, old house. If this stirred something in you, follow the channel. Let's remember together. Mm. 30 years I gave to them factory doors. Now they're chained up shut, don't need me no more. Punch that clock before the sun would rise. Gave my back, my hands, and my tired eyes. Made a life on the sound of that whistle blowing. Now the whole town's quiet. Nothing's growing. Factory doors closed and the town went still. Factory doors closed, but I'm paying the bill. Factory doors closed, my hands don't know rest. Guess this whole machine's gotta find what's left. They said times are changing, packed it up and gone. Left 100 families to carry on. I walk past that building, see my name on the wall. Feels like a ghost of a life, that's all. My daddy worked there, and his daddy too. 3 generations, now there's nothing to do. But I still got hands And I still got pride, I'll find a new road, even with this tide. Factory doors closed, and the town went still. Factory doors closed, but I'm paying the bill. Factory doors closed, my hands don't know rest. Guess this old machine's gotta find what's left. Some nights I still hear that whistle in my head, waking up early from a life I thought was dead. But grief don't get to keep me on the ground. I'll build something new out of what I found. So here's to the doors that finally shut for good. Here's to starting over the best way I could. This town will rise again, I believe it will, even when the factory doors go still. The whistle's gone quiet now. If you felt this too, follow the channel. We'll rebuild together. I still hear her singing in the kitchen light. Mama's voice was softer than the moon at night. She'd hum old hymns while she cooked on the stove. Every note she sang was a river road. I didn't know back then what a gift it'd be. Just her voice filling up our little house with peace. My mother's voice still ringing in my ear. My mother's voice, closer than it might appear. My mother's voice, a comfort I still hold. Some love don't fade, even when you grow old. She sang me through fevers, she sang me through fear. Every lullaby wiped away a tear. Now she's gone quiet, but I swear I still hear that same old song when the night gets near. I sing it now to my own little one. Pass down the love from mother to son. Her voice lives on in the words that I choose. A gift too precious for this world to lose. My mother's voice still ringing in my ear. My mother's voice, closer than it might appear. My mother's voice, a comfort I still hold. Some love don't fade, even when you grow old. memories still standing near. Grief comes in waves, but the melody stays. A soundtrack of love that never decays. So mama, I hope you can hear me sing. Thank you for every gift that you bring. Your voice is a blessing I carry each day, and I'll sing it right back until my own last day. Sing on, mama. If this reminded you of someone you love, follow the channel. Let's honor them together. Lightning's cracking and the wind's blowing hard. Stormy night, and I'm sitting on the porch. Clouds rolled in just as the sun went down. Whole sky turned to a heavy, dark crown. I sit here watching, let the thunder speak. Something about storms makes a heart weak. Stormy night, rain falling cold and slow. Stormy night, memories start to flow. Stormy night, I let the thunder cry for me, washing out the pain that I can't quite see. Used to be scared as a boy of the thunder. Now I sit still and I let it thunder. 'Cause every storm that rolls on through reminds me the sun's gonna break on through. Lightning flashed and I saw your old face, standing right there in that empty space. Guess the storm brought back what I tried to hide, all them feelings I buried down inside. Stormy night, rain falling cold and slow. Stormy night, memories start to flow. Let the thunder cry for me, washing out the pain that I can't quite see. I'm mourning the storm will have blown on through, leave the air clean like it always do. I walk out into a world washed new, carrying less than I carried through. So let it rain, let it thunder and roar. I ain't afraid of a storm no more. its own good time. The storm's moving on now. If you're weathering your own storm tonight, follow the channel. You ain't alone. Pour one more. Leave it there on the bar for a friend who's gone, but never too far. We used to sit right here, laughing till late, talking about nothing, solving the world's weight. Now this stool sits empty night after night, but I still feel you here in this old dim light. A friend who's gone, but never truly left. A friend who's gone, I still feel his breath. A friend who's gone, in every song I play, I carry your laughter with me. Remember them nights we'd stay out till dawn, nothing but music and the words carried on. I didn't know then that time was so thin. Wish I'd have told you what you meant to me then. Sometimes I still reach to call your phone, forgetting the moment that you're really gone. But then I hear your laugh in the back of my mind, and I know some friendships never truly untie. A friend who's gone, but never truly left. A friend who's gone, his breath. A friend who's gone, in every song I play, I'll carry your laughter with me every day. I'll raise this glass to the years that we had, to the good times, the wild times, even the sad. You taught me how to laugh through the pain, and I'll pass that gift on again and again. So here's to you, brother, wherever you roam. I hope heaven's got music and it feels like home. I'll keep your seat warm right here at the bar till the day we meet again under some new star. To you, old friend, if you've lost someone dear, follow the channel. Let's remember them together. Got an old scar right here on my chest. Story of a love that put me to the test. Ain't from a knife, and it ain't from a fight. It's from a love that went wrong in the night. Runs deep as a river, quiet as the dark. Every touch of it still leaves its mark. Old scar, telling the story of my life. Old scar, cut deeper than a knife. It's proof of the storms that I survived. People ask about it, I just shake my head. Some things are better left in the things unsaid. But if you look close, you can see the years written in the lines of old forgotten tears. I used to try to cover it, keep it unseen. Now I wear it open, know what it's been. It taught me how strong this old heart can be. Even when it's broken, it still beats free. It's proof of the storms that I survived. So if you got a scar that you try to hide, wear it like a badge and let it ride. It's the map of everywhere you've been, proof that you're still standing after the wind. And if love comes again, I'll open this door. Scars and all, I'll love a little more. Wear your scars proud. If you carry one too, follow the channel. We heal out loud together. Old station's quiet now. Tracks rusted through. Ain't no train coming, but I still wait for you. Used to stand right here with a ticket in hand, watching the trains roll off to some other land. Now the benches are broken, the clock stopped at 9. The station's a ghost of a better time. abandoned train station, weeds through the floor. Abandoned train station, ain't no trains no more. Abandoned train station, but I still hear the sound of every soul that once passed through this town. I said goodbye to you right on this platform, promised I'd come back before the next storm. Life took me further than I thought it would. Now I'm back here wondering if you still could. The paint's all peeling off the old sign, but I still remember every word, every line we said to each other before I left town. The station's still standing, even broken down. Abandoned train station, weeds through the floor. Abandoned train station, ain't no trains no more. Abandoned train station, but I still hear the sound of every soul that once passed through this town. Maybe one day they'll tear this old place down, pave it to nothing, erase it from town. But in my memory this station stays whole. Every arrival, every goodbye, every soul. So I stand here a while longer in the quiet dust, let the ghosts of the past settle their trust. Then I'll walk on out, leave the tracks behind, carrying this station always in my mind. All aboard, one last time. If old places hold memories for you too, follow the channel. Let's wander through them together. "30 minutes left on this old assembly line. Last hour's working, in the shift, in the time. Been standing here since I was 21, watching the seasons turn, watching my youth run. Now my hands know this machine like a friend, but every road they say has got to end. Last hours on the line, clock winding down slow. Last hours on the line, hardest thing I know. Last hours on the line, closing out this chapter, stepping into something after. The foreman shook my hand, said you did real good. 30 years of sweat, more than most men could. I miss the noise, the rhythm, the grind, but I'm ready now for whatever's behind. My knees ache different now than they did before, but my spirit's still standing at that door. I gave this place the best years I had. Ain't got regrets, even the times were bad. Last I was on the line, clock winding down slow. Last I was on the line, hardest thing I know. Last I was on the line, closing out this chapter, stepping into something after. Tomorrow I'll wake up with nowhere to be. First time in 30 years I'll finally be free. Scared and excited both at once. I've earned this rest, I ain't no dunce. So here's to the line, and here's to the years. Here's to the sweat, and here's to the tears. I'm walking out them doors with my head held high, ready for whatever waits under this sky. Last shift's done. If you're closing a chapter of your own, follow the channel. Here's to what's next. Four bare walls and a window with no light. Empty room, just me in the night. Used to be laughter, used to be noise. Now it's just silence and the ghost of old joys. Furniture's gone, and so is the sound of a life that once filled up this ground. Holding on to the past. Empty room, but the memories last. Empty room, I stand here alone, learning how quiet feels like home. I remember the mornings, the coffee, the light, Sunday slow music, holding you tight. Now the walls are bare, but I still hear it clear. Every laugh, every word, every year. People come and people go, that's just the way. But this room held love for more than a day. I'll take these memories wherever I roam. Even an empty room once was a home. Empty room, holding on to the past. Empty room, but the memories last. disappear. It just moves on, but I'll always be near. So goodbye, empty room. Thank you for the years. Thank you for holding the laughter and tears. I'll carry your walls in the back of my mind. Every empty room leaves something behind. Goodbye, old room. If you've had to say goodbye to a place you loved, follow the channel. Let's carry it forward together.